There we go. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, everything in between. It is me, Colesy, and I'm here today to do the Champions League draw for PGS. Now, I hope you're all well today. This is going to be a very fun little show, very quick one, probably about 20 minutes, half an hour. But yeah, I'm just going to try my best to read out the names and hope I get them right. I do apologize if I get any of them slightly wrong. Feel free to bollock me afterwards and say, Colesy, you got it wrong. But at the same time, feel free to say, you did a good job, mate. Well done. So we're just going to wait for a few people to jump in before we get reading things out. I don't want to rush ahead because otherwise people are going to miss it and then it kind of takes away from the fun. I can see GOX10 in the chat there. How are we doing, buddy? Are you good today? This is really strange for me because normally I'm used to having a game with me and stuff, but it's just me. It's just me. But I am donning a PGS t-shirt, so it's all good. James is in the chat. Hello, how are you today? Topics is there as well. Beautiful stuff. Thank you for joining. We all excited for the draw? I've spent all day preparing for this. We got Chairleg 4. Thank you very much. Hello. Good. I'm glad to hear good, mate. Oh, I'm feeling good about this. It's cool. It's just like streaming. It's just a bit different, isn't it? There's no game. You just have to talk. Apologies for a bit of noise over there. My dogs just want to come and say hello. They do it all the time. They're just like, can I say hello? And I'm like, no, you stay in there. You've got to play. Okay, so before we start, today I was hoping to be joined by Scott, the admin for the Champions League and Europa League, but unfortunately he's playing football. And you know what? Fair play. Everyone needs their downtime for everything. So I've got a little announcement to read out. I'm going to read it word for word, just to make sure I don't miss anything. So there's a new rule being added in for this season. And I think it's a very important one. It's one that I feel quite strongly about, having seen some interesting things happen in tournaments over the years. So it says, at everyone, to confirm the new cup tie rule. A player can only play for one team in the European competitions. This means they cannot play for two teams in either competition, whether it's Champions League or Europa League. All teams will be asked to make a new team on the app with their team name and the competition they are playing in. For example, Team EL or CL. Once a player is signed, they cannot play for another team during the competition. Any team fielding an ineligible player will receive a default for that game. You will be expected to have all your team signed before any games take place. Any questions, drop Scott a message. So this is something really important, guys. You must sign all your players before the tournament starts, and we're hoping this starts next week. So you haven't got long. You've entered this from being in a league, so you've already got a team. So just make sure you sign them up. And as tempting as it is to sign that star player in the semi-finals, don't do it, especially not if they've already played for someone. Just stick for your team, and look, you're going to win. Teams win games, not individuals. So let's remember that. But yeah, I think we've got a good number of people in the audience. Hello there, TSG22HD. How are we doing? Topics is there. Shouting out a free agent. So anyone needing a player, there we go. Very good striker right here. I'm going to get the screen up for you guys to see. So how it's going to work, you've got a wheel on this screen here. Every single team name that is in the tournament is there. It will come up as you're a winner. Well, you are a winner because you got there. You got to the Champions League. So technically you are a winner. Thank you very much for the follow there, TSG. Very much appreciated. And then that team will then be put into Group 1, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, in that order. The only exception to this is if there is a team from your country/league in there already. And then you'll be put in the next one. And that's how I've been asked to do it. So without further ado, let's draw our first team. What league do we reckon it's going to be from before I do it? I have a sneaky feeling it might be Romania. Just when I was testing it, I saw a couple of Romania teams there. So, hey, BTK, thank you very much. Hello. Here we go then. So the first team we have. I mean, that's just crazy. That is literally crazy. No, unfortunately, Carnage weren't picked out. But we do have Dual Esports from Romania. So they go into Group 1. And that's just a bit weird that they actually came out as a Romania team when I called it. So we're going to remove them. So moving on to the next one then. So this is the first team in Group B. And we have Kremlin United from Northern Ireland. They are there. So the first team in Group C. We have a nice easy one again for me. Well, I'm liking this so far. We've got Celtic Wolves from San Marino. So that is the first team in Group C. Remove you. Now the first team in Group D. Who have we got? There we go. We got Nativ City from Romania. Let's remove them from the circle. Boom. It's going well so far. I'm enjoying this. Okay, we got our first English team then. We've got 3Gen. And they are the first into Group E. Beautiful stuff. Remove you. Moving on to the first of Group F then. Do apologise, I just need some water. And then we have our first PGS Europa League, the newest league in this. I spent a while learning this one, so I'm going to give it a really good go. Hadjanenez. Not quite sure I quite got it, but I gave it my best shot. So well done. And we are removing you from the circle. Moving on to the first of Group G then. And we have the first Scottish team. We have the Future. This is one that caught me out, and it's a team name I've seen so many times. And I sat there for about 10 minutes. I was like, how do I say it? And I'm pretty sure I got it slightly off there, so I do apologize. And then to complete the first lot of the draw, we've got Carnage going into Group F. So there we go, Ben Carnes, your team is in Group H. So moving back to Group A then, and this is the second team into Group A. We have first Italian team. We have VX300 Hypnotics. So there we go. Beautiful stuff. Moving on to the second of Group B then. We've got a German team. We've got SC Vo under 21s. There we go. So the second into Group C then. Who have we got? Bum, bum, bum. There we go. There is the team I used to play for, God Squad, from the Ireland League. Great stuff. Moving on to Group D then. The second into Group D. And we have Varzim from Portugal. There we go. So they are removed. I'm moving on to the second in Group E then. And we can do that because they're Italian. We got I'm Out Educati. And they are the second into Group E. Let's remove them from the circle. And on to the second of Group F then. Group F we go. And we've got Mech eSports. There we go. Beautiful stuff. And then the second into Group G, then we have Blue Tigers from Germany. Lovely stuff. Okay, then the second team into Group H then is SBTG from PGS Europe. Beautiful stuff. So back to Group A then. This is the third lot of teams to go in now. We have Flonic Esports from San Marino. Beautiful stuff. And then the third team into Group B then. We have Alice Buff from Israel. So I'm just making sure I've got the list of teams up here in front of me properly. So I make sure that I don't make any mistakes. So that would be less than ideal. So the third team into Group C then. We have Wolf Assassins from Germany. Boom. So moving on to the third of Group D then. We've been quite lucky so far. We haven't had to move anyone around. Hazzy spoke too early. Luckily, he has not. We got Vuvuzela from Scotland. Fantastic. So the third into Group E then. And that is also okay. We've got SW Eintracht Damflock. I spent at least 15 minutes trying to pronounce that team, and I hope I got somewhere close. There we go. So they are from Germany. So moving on to the third of Group F then. It's hotting up now, isn't it? Starting to get a feel for where your team will be playing. TSG, who do you play for in Group B? Is it Kremlin? So into Group F then, we have FC Amos from Israel. And they can go in there, no problem at all. There we go. Boom. Nice. Nice stuff, man. It's always good to see a team pulled out, isn't it? How are you feeling about it so far? Let's just check this. So bear with me 2 seconds, guys. Yep, we are fine to put Remind Us VPC in there. There we go. So moving on to the third team in Group H before we start the last lot of teams going in. And we can do that. We've got FC Rapid Bucharest. And they can go in there, no problem at all. We have been so lucky so far. So on to the final lot of teams then. So the last team into Group A then, ladies and gentlemen. We have a team that can go in there. Yep, they can go in there, no problem. We got Buddies Unite. We got anyone from Buddies Unite in the chat? That's everyone in the chat. What teams do we play for? I know who TSG plays for. I know who Ben Carnes plays for. Let's shout our teams out in the chat. Okay, so we've got our first one we can't put in there. So you're going to have to, so Synergy are going to have to go into Group C. Which is okay, we'll remove you. Billy the Kid is from Team Sweet. We got Total Football up the Synergy. We got GLX from Glentoran. We got Gremio PS4 Chair Leg. Nice. Got a real mixture of teams in the chat. It's great to see. It's good that you can all sit there and be nice to each other, knowing that you're going to be, fighting it out very soon. Okay, so let's just double check this then. So, San Marino. Yep, so Leones from San Marino can go into Group B. It's beautiful stuff. There we go. So on to Group D then, the final team in Group D. Okay, so Group D, the final team is Glentoran. Total Football in the chat. I'm aware of the multiple teams that are linked together, which could be interesting if you're drawn in the same groups. Right, so I believe, yep. So, dun, 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 dun. Let me just check this. So, FC Katsan are going to have to go into Group F. There we go. Let's see if we can fill Group E now. So we have Total Football Wales. So you can indeed go into there, formerly known as Majestics. So the final two spots then. The final into Group G. Fix. There is no fixing going on. I'm as legit as they come. Right, I think we have a... Okay, so that is fine. So Hello Boys are going into Group G. And then we're just going to run it round because, why not? It's quite fun just to watch it round sometimes, But of course, the final team to be picked is Nuke Squad from Wales. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is your Champions League draw. We will go back over it now. So there we go. It's all done. Let's read through it then. So in Group A, we got Joel Esports, VX300 Hypnotics, Flonic Esports, Buddies Unite. In Group B, we've got Kremlin United, SC Val under 21s, Alice Buff, Leones. In Group C, we got Celtic Wolves, God Squad, Wolf Assassins, and Synergy. In Group D, we've got Native City, Farzim, Vuvuzela, Glentoran. In Group E, we've got 3Gen, we got Aimau Ejikati, SW Eintracht Danflock, and Total Football. And in Group F, we got Hadjadanas, Mech Esports, FC Amos, FC Katsan. In Group G, we got La Fuja, we got Blue Tigers, Remind Us, VPC, Renata Fit Champs, GG Mech Esports. Is that your team, is it? And then to finish Group G, we have Hello Boys. And then to finish off the draw, we have Group H with Carnage, SBTG, FC Rapid Bucharest, and Nuke Squad. So there we go. There we have it. That'll be put into a nice image by myself, and that'll be posted out tomorrow. So bear with me on that one. And yeah, let's get rid of this one. So there we go then. There's the draw. Thank you very much for joining me. Apology, it was only a short one, but it was always going to be a short one. Draws never take that long. Yeah, no, thank you. I've enjoyed it. Thank you for having me do it. We'll be back on the podcast on Sunday at 7 p.m. UK time, and that'll be me and Zach. So yeah, for now, guys, see you later, and good luck in the tournament.